Do you ever feel anxious, tense, emotionally reactive, or constantly on edge, even when nothing dangerous is actually happening? That's because anxiety is not always about the present moment. Sometimes anxiety is the nervous system replaying old survival patterns. And that's exactly what we are here to discuss in today's Mindful Monday. Now, if it's your first time joining us, feel free to type in the comments where you're coming from, any questions or comments you do have, of course, and any topics that you'd like to hear more about in the future. Also, you want to make sure that you stay until the very end of the video to find out how you can receive some free gifts, including a hypnotic recording on releasing limiting beliefs. Now, getting back to talking about those old stored survival patterns. One of the biggest misunderstandings about healing is this. People think that once they intellectually understand something, that, well, their body should just automatically calm down. But the nervous system does not heal through logic alone. The body heals through repetition, safety, and emotional experiences that teach it you are no longer in danger. Many people are walking through life in functional survival mode without even realizing it. Constant overthinking, hypervigilance, difficulty relaxing, people-pleasing, scanning for problems, fear of rejection, feeling emotionally unsafe even around calm people. And often, these patterns began years earlier. The subconscious mind learns through emotional imprinting. So if someone grew up around criticism, chaos, unpredictability, emotional inconsistency, or stress, their nervous system may have adapted by staying alert all the time. And eventually, the body forgets how to fully stand down. That's why some people feel anxious even during peaceful moments, because peace itself feels unfamiliar. And the subconscious mind often interprets unfamiliarity as being unsafe. This is also why healing can feel uncomfortable at first. Because when the body has normalized this stress response, calmness can feel vulnerable, stillness can feel suspicious, and rest can feel unsafe. And many people subconsciously recreate stress because stress feels familiar. This is not a weakness. This is simply conditioning. Your nervous system adapted to protect you. But sometimes survival responses continue long after the danger is gone. And today in our demo, I'd like to help your body begin learning safety again. Not just mentally, but emotionally, somatically, subconsciously. So let's begin our demo by taking a nice, slow, deep breath in and slowly letting it out. And if you're in a safe place to do so, you can go ahead and allow your eyes to close down now. That's right. And as you breathe, allow yourself to notice the surface beneath you supporting your body. Notice that in this moment, you are supported. You don't have to brace yourself right now. You don't have to anticipate danger. You don't have to hold everything together for the next few moments. And with every breath, allow the muscles around your eyes to soften, your jaw to unclench, and your shoulders to loosen. That's right. And imagine your nervous system slowly realizing this moment is different. And imagine your body no longer needing to scan for problems, no longer needing to prepare for worst-case scenarios, no longer needing to stay emotionally armored. And just imagine what safety would feel like in your body. Not perfection, not control, just enough safety to breathe deeply again. And imagine a calming light moving slowly through the body, relaxing the chest, the stomach, the spine, the nervous system itself. as though your entire body is finally receiving an emotional exhale. And silently repeat to yourself, I am safe in this moment. My body is learning calmness. I no longer need to live in constant survival mode. And notice what happens as those words settle into your subconscious mind. Notice the body beginning to soften. Not because everything in life is perfect, but because your nervous system is finally learning that it does not have to fight every moment anymore. That's right. And allow that realization to settle deeply now. And as you continue breathing comfortably, imagine that somewhere deep within your body, there is a part of you that has been standing guard for a very long time. A protective part, a vigilant part, a watchful part. A part that learned to stay alert because at some point in life it believed it had to do so. And perhaps this part has been working incredibly hard, scanning for danger, scanning for rejection, scanning for disappointment, scanning for things that might go wrong. Not because it wanted to create anxiety, but because it wanted to protect you. And for a moment, imagine meeting that protective part of yourself. Notice whatever comes to mind. Perhaps it's an image. Perhaps it's a feeling. Perhaps it's simply an awareness. And imagine approaching that part with compassion now. Not frustration, not judgment, not criticism. Compassion. Because this part has been trying to help. And imagine saying gently, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. Thank you for doing the best you knew how to do. And notice what happens inside you as you acknowledge it. Because many people spend years fighting their anxiety, fighting their nervous system, fighting their emotions. But healing often begins when we stop fighting ourselves and start listening. And perhaps for the first time, this protective part realizes it no longer has to carry the entire burden alone. Because you are here now, older, wiser, more capable, more resourceful. And imagine gently letting that part know, we survived. We made it through. We are safe enough now to begin relaxing, safe enough now to begin healing, safe enough now to begin trusting again. And notice how your body responds. Notice your breathing. Notice your shoulders, your chest. Notice any place that begins softening, because the nervous system responds powerfully to reassurance. And every time you remind yourself of safety, you help create new emotional pathways, new neurological pathways, new subconscious expectations. And now imagine yourself standing in a beautiful, peaceful place, perhaps a beach, or a forest, or a quiet garden, a place where your nervous system can finally exhale. Notice the colors. Notice the sounds. Notice the temperature of the air. And notice how your body feels here. Safe, grounded, present, supported. And as you stand here, imagine a gentle wave of calm moving through your body, beginning at the top of your head, relaxing your forehead, softening your jaw, relaxing your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your stomach, your back, your hips, your legs, your feet. A wave of calmness, a wave of safety, a wave of emotional permission, and every breath deepens that feeling. Now imagine this peaceful feeling becoming an anchor, a place you can return to anytime, a resource your nervous system can access whenever life feels overwhelming. And perhaps you gently place your thumb and your middle fingers together now, creating a physical anchor. And as you do, allow your nervous system to associate this gesture with calmness, with safety, with grounding, with emotional regulation. And know that every time you use this anchor in the future, you strengthen this connection. You remind your body that it knows how to return to balance. That's right. And now imagine yourself moving through the next week. Notice yourself responding differently. And perhaps you're a little calmer, a little less reactive, a little more patient, a little more grounded. Notice yourself taking deeper breaths, pausing before automatically going into fear. Notice yourself remembering, I don't have to prepare for disaster. I don't have to live in constant anticipation. I don't have to stay on guard every moment. And notice how freeing that feels. Notice how much energy becomes available when the nervous system stops scanning for threats. Because hypervigilance is exhausting, and healing creates space. Space for joy, space for connection, space for creativity, space for peace. And before we finish, take a moment to acknowledge how hard your nervous system has worked, how much it has carried, how much it has protected, how much it has endured. And instead of judging yourself for feeling anxious, offer yourself gratitude. Offer yourself understanding. Offer yourself compassion. Because your nervous system was never trying to hurt you. It was trying to protect you. And now it can begin learning a new way, a gentler, calmer, safer way, and silently repeat, I am safe in this moment. My body is learning calmness. My nervous system is learning trust. I release survival mode. I welcome peace. I welcome safety. I welcome regulation. I welcome ease. I am supported. I am grounded. I am safe enough to relax. And allow those words to settle deeply into the subconscious mind, knowing that healing is not about becoming fearless. Healing is about teaching the nervous system that danger is no longer everywhere. That's right. Healing is about expanding your capacity for safety. One breath, one moment, one experience at a time. Now take one final slow, easy breath in and slowly exhale it out, perhaps with a sigh. And as you return your awareness to the room, allowing the eyes to open whenever you're ready, bringing back with you a greater sense of calm, a greater sense of trust, a greater sense of safety, feeling more grounded, more present, more connected to yourself. And remember, you don't have to earn safety. You do not have to fight for peace. Your nervous system already knows how to heal. And every time you practice, you remind your body of what has been true all along. You are safe enough to begin living again. That's right. Great. Now, if you like a free recording and some other gifts, simply type the word mindful in comments or private message me the word mindful if you prefer, and then follow the link, which I'll then put in. If you'd like to work one-on-one to rewire your mind even deeper, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me by email at unwindthemindllc@gmail.com or check out the website unwindthemind.com. Until then, trust the process, train your mind, and keep breathing into your power. Have a wonderful Mindful Monday.